accurate forecast.
6:13, the view from our Pompey camera looking to the north and west. That picture has changed quite a bit just in the last hour and a half since we first showed you this. Socked in the clouds, and you can see the clearing starting to work its way in from the north and west. Still a few flakes of snow in the air, and there is still snow on the radar, but this area that you see here is beginning to shrink up. So this is not going to last much more than the next hour and a half or so. Through sunset, you can see up toward the Tug Hill Plateau. Around Jefferson County, it's beginning to weaken. Farther to the south, still some steady snow from near Cazenovia, Morrisville, Hamilton, down toward Norwich. A coating of snow there in the next hour or so before things wind down. And things will wind down around Cortland and Moravia as well. How about the temperatures? We were kind of hovering around 28 degrees for the last 4 or 5 hours. But with that little bit of sun just in the last hour, look what happened with the temperature, up to 30 degrees. And the winds are coming down. We're gusting to only 20 miles per, 24 miles per hour, was gusting past 30 much of the afternoon. It feels like it's 20 degrees. So the wind, that will continue to drop off during the evening. Take a look at the temperatures across the northeast and the northeastern quarter of the country. It is chilly back toward the Great Lakes. A slightly milder air to the south. But remember, these areas were well into the 80s at this time last week, so it's a change even for them. But eventually, the air mass over us will moderate once you add the sun to that tomorrow. So the timecast shows that clearing trend continuing through the evening as temperatures continue to drop off through the 20s. By the time you get to tomorrow morning, most areas starting off in the upper teens to low 20s. By the time you get to noon, with that sunshine, it is going to warm quickly, so we're gaining almost 20 degrees the first half of the day. The winds are light. You've got that bright sunshine, so it's going to be a pretty decent early spring day across the region. Later in the day, we should touch 50 degrees here in Syracuse, back toward the Finger Lakes. Higher elevations south of Syracuse, especially the North Country, will likely stay in the 40s, and the temperature slowly sliding tomorrow evening. Beyond that, it looks like warmer weather coming at us for Thursday. The leading edge is this warm front. Ahead of it, there will probably be some high clouds. That front moves to our north during the day. Clouds increase late in the day. Notice some showers, especially toward the North Country by evening, sunset, and maybe even getting close to the Finger Lakes as well. But that warm front comes through and southerly wind kicks in. Notice we're 65 here in Syracuse. Low 60s, places like Cortland and Norwich, 64 in Watertown, 67 in Waterloo. Here's your planning forecast after Thursday. A better bet for showers, not quite as warm. Cold front comes through Friday night. So we dry out for the weekend, seasonably cool on Saturday, back into the 60s to end the weekend. We're 70 or better for Monday and Tuesday. A couple of showers on Monday, better chance for showers, maybe a thunderstorm here on Tuesday.
Download the WSYR Plus app on your TV to stream News Channel 9 for free. Just go to your smart TV, search WSYR Plus in the App Store, and download to start streaming today.